So where does all this new age technology leave the good old-fashioned landlines? Well, let's call up Nick Bontis of the DeGroote School of Business now. Hello, Nick.
Hi, Connie. How are you?
I'm fine. Now, many of us, I don't know about you, Nick, would remember the days when every family had a phone attached to a wall or desk somewhere in the house, and the biggest development was that extra long cord.
Yeah.
Are landlines becoming an anachronism today?
I think they're going to be on the endangered species list soon. Remember when we used to dial the phone like this in the olden days? The reason for that is because Canada and the USA actually were at the forefront of investing heavily in those landlines, and the developing world actually lagged behind. And what's happened now is that the developing world is now leapfrogging over Canada and the US, and that's why you see much better cell phone technology in places in Europe and Asia. But you know, I've done some research in the area. Landlines are still very low penetration rate in some countries. For example, Nepal, 75% of households in Nepal are on the waiting list for a landline, and that's why they've migrated very quickly to cell phones. Countries like Sweden and Italy have 110% penetration rates in cell phones. More cell phone subscribers than actual people that live in the country. And our marketing research shows that a lot of young adults, for example, students that graduate from McMaster University here who are just starting off in their career, you know, they purchased their first apartment, they're just getting married, most of them will only purchase a cell phone and they won't even have a landline.
Well, could cellular phones totally take over the landline market then?
You know, I think it's an actual inevitability that that'll happen. I mean, I have here an example of the latest and greatest in cell phone technology. It's the new RIM BlackBerry World Edition 8830. The reason why this thing is going to take over landlines is because it does everything. It's very fast, it's got broadband internet access, the battery power lasts for about a week, so I don't even have to charge it. It's got GPS, so I can find it wherever I am. It replaces the navigation system in my car. I can listen to audio songs, I can watch live video streaming and television, I can use it as a remote control for my television at home, and most importantly, if I ever need an emergency, it's always there with me at my pocket for roadside assistance.
Finally, what about long-distance calls, though? Do landline services still have the edge there?
Well, they do currently, because even though the monthly costs are better for landlines, the cost for long distance, of course, is cheaper for landlines as well. So you're paying about 50 bucks a month, let's say, for a landline, and 100 or 150 bucks a month for a cell phone, and you're paying very, very expensive roaming charges for long distance. So for consumers out there, I would recommend that you go for the bundling of services. That's when you get the biggest savings. For example, go to a vendor that will give you a landline, cell phone, internet access, and television, and that way you can have some savings over just paying for each of these things individually.
Okay, Nick, time to hang up now. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Talk again.